everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be discussing MMDs. If you are not familiar with the term, MMD was the name of a animation program that was named Miku Miku Dance, or for short, MMD. It is unclear to me if it was made specifically for Hatsune Miku, or if it was made by a fan, or just someone who wanted to replicate Hatsune's style, but considering Hatsune Miku has been the forefront character on most of the promotional materials for the program, I'm gonna go ahead and say that it is official. I don't know. I could be wrong. Tell me if I am. Anyway, this software was used primarily in about the 2010s, early 2010s, about like 2013, and a little bit a little bit after that, from about 2013 to maybe 2019, I believe, should be the right amount for its popularity. Maybe a little bit less than that, maybe a little bit more. It's unclear. But MMD is still popular to this day, or at least people still use it to this day. And I decided to go and check in on what people have made recently and look at the quality difference. Because back in its early days, you could definitely see pretty low quality that the program had. Hair and any sort of flowy pieces of clothing, like skirts, would be very glitchy in some videos. Such as the hair would just move for no reason, same with the skirts, and of course any sort of like flowy like hair, any longer flowy hair or pieces of clothing would phase through the body and not really match up very well. It would not react very well at all with the actual body. But recently, well, in the recent few years, with Genshin Impact being a pretty popular game, the company who made them, MiHoYo, actually released official models for their characters on MMD. Meaning that you can use those official character models to make whatever you want, and you don't have to make your own, which is pretty much the only caveat and the only barrier into going into MMD is that if there's not a fandom, if no one has made anything for that fandom, then you can't really do anything with it unless you know how to make characters. From what I can tell, it is not too hard to make them, considering how active the fandom used to be, but I also do know that most people do use pre-made character models, choreography, and sets, and do not make their own. So having I don't know if they're free, having pre-made assets for a game that you like, and especially since Genshin and MMD are basically the exact same style, it seemed to have revived the fandom a little bit around the program. People are using it a lot more than they used to. So I wanted to go and check and see if it's not just Genshin. And I did find a few newer MMDs, and specifically some that were not Genshin that were very high quality. MMD seems to have increased its quality like a ton since its heyday, including the hair and and clothing glitches no longer really happen as much as they used to. You'll maybe see a couple where clothing will get caught between the arms or the legs or in like hair during a certain choreography move, but they will not phase through the body like they would before. So, in my opinion, that's a pretty high rise in quality. I was also able to find that there's more stylization when it comes to newer character models, and there seems to be a lot more that you can do with making character models than there used to be, as well as the lip sync feature for audios seems to be a lot more accurate than it used to be, and a lot more expressive as well. as well as everything else just kind of being a lot more easy to control. I don't know. I personally do not use MMD and have never tried to use it before. I might try another time, but I don't know. But so I cannot speak for people on the user friendliness, but from what I can tell with how quickly people used to put out content for this software, that it's pretty user friendly considering that like audios would be getting choreographed days after they would be even released. Songs will get choreographs hours after they're released. And characters will get models days after they get popular. So it's kind of, it seems to be pretty user friendly, and I hope that it stays that way. And I would love to see more MMDs. I would love to revitalize the fandom and get back and have people get back into MMD. But currently, Genshin is keeping the software afloat. Anyway, that's kind of all that I have for today. MMDs are a lot less glitchy than they used to be, and Genshin is the only thing that seems to be keeping this software alive. But if you have any ideas, go make an MMD. I'll watch it. Bye!